my student. Today we'll take lesson 6 in chapter 8 and it's talking about the digital clock. It's talking about the digital clock. Okay, the digital clock is depend on numbers. The digital clock depends on numbers. We use numbers in digital clock. We use numbers on digital clock, not hands. We don't use hands. We use just numbers. Okay? Let's see the first page. Emilia wakes up for school at 7 o'clock. Emilia wakes up for school at 7 o'clock. Use the model to show the time and write the time on the digital clock. Okay, let's remember together the analog clock. We want to show 7 o'clock on the analog clock. Here, let's make circle for the clock and let's put the numbers together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? Okay, we want to show here 7 o'clock. We want to show 7 o'clock. Okay? The hour hand is the short one. The hour hand is the short one. So it will point at 7. So we'll draw the short one, point at 7. Okay, the long one will point at 12. So we'll draw here the long one at 12. So this is 7 o'clock. This is 7 o'clock. Okay, we want to show 7 o'clock on the digital clock. On the digital clock. Okay, 12 here have 2 eyes. We can draw here 2 eyes. 2 eyes mean 0, 0. 2 eyes here, it means 0, 0. So, in the digital clock, we have hour part and the minute part. In the digital clock, we have hour part and the minute part. The minute part or the minute hand, it points at 12. So it show. So the minute hand point at 12. So it shows 0, 0. So this is a part of the minute 0, 0. Okay, the hour hand points at 7. So here in the hour part we'll draw 7. So it's 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Okay, next page. Another type of clock is the digital clock. This is called digital clock. This is another type of clock, the digital clock. A digital clock uses numbers to show hour and minutes. The digital clock uses numbers, so here we use numbers, not hands. In the digital clock we use number, not hands. In the digital clock we use numbers to show the hour and minutes, the hour part and the minute part. We have 2 parts, the hour part and the minute part. The clock shows 2 o'clock. Here 2 and 0, 0, so it's 2 o'clock. Okay, let's trace it together. 2 and 0, 0, it means 2 o'clock. This 0, 0, it means 2 o'clock. Okay, number 1. Use the model to show the time. Tell what time is shown. Write the time on the digital clock. Okay, here we have the analog clock and the digital clock. The analog clock and the digital clock. The analog clock use hands. The digital clock use numbers. Okay, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. The hour hand point at 11. The minute hand point at 12. So it called 11 o'clock. So how can we write it in the digital clock? In the hour hand we will put 11. So we'll draw here 11. Okay, in the minute part here we will draw, we said before 12 have two eyes, so 0 0, so it's 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Okay, number 2. The hour hand point at 6. The minute hand point at 12. Again, the hour hand point at 6 and the minute hand point at 12. So in the hour part here, the hour part will draw 6 for sure. Okay, in the minute part we'll draw 12 have two eyes. 12 have two eyes. So we'll draw here small 2 eyes for the 12. So it will be 0 0. So it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Okay, number 3. The minute hand and the hour hand is point at, both of them point at 12. Point at 12. So the hour hand here point at 12. Okay, in the hour part here we'll draw 12. And the minute hand will be, sorry, the minute part would be 0 0. Okay, number 4. It's 3 o'clock. The hour hand point at 3 and the minute hand point at 2. So it's called 3 o'clock. So we want to draw here 3 o'clock in the digital clock. The 12 have two eyes. So we'll draw here two eyes. It means 0 0. The two eyes is means 0 0. So the hour hand will be 3. Okay, the hour part will be 3. So we'll draw here 3. And 0 0 for 12. 0 0. So it will be 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, next page. Use the clock to show time. Tell what time is shown. Write the time on the digital clock. The first one. The hour hands point at 8. The minute hand point at 12. So it's called 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Don't forget to draw the two eyes for 12. Don't forget to draw the two eyes for 12. So it will be here in the hour hand we'll draw 8. The minute hand will be 0 0. Okay, next one, number 6. The hour hands point at 1. The minute hand will point at 12. So it's called 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Don't forget to draw 0 0 on 12. So in the hour part here we'll draw 1. And the minute part, the two eyes we have 0 0. Okay, number 7. The hour hand point at 5. The minute hand point at 12. So we have 5 o'clock. We'll draw 5 o'clock on the digital clock. How can we draw? So in the hour part we'll draw 5. On the 12 we'll draw the two eyes. So we'll draw here 0 0 for 12. Number 8. Where is the hour hand? The short one. The hour hand is the short one. It point at 10. And the minute hand point at 12. So we'll draw the two zeros. Or the two eyes. Okay, the hour part we'll draw here 10. In the hour part here we'll draw 10. Okay, the minute part here we'll draw the two eyes, 0 0. So it's 10 clock, 10 clock, 10 clock, 10 clock. Okay. Okay, number 9. Hour hand point at 9. Minute hand point at 12. Okay, can we draw in the digital clock? In the hour part here, we'll draw 9. And in the minute part, we'll draw 12, 0 0. The last one, the hour hand point at 4 and the minute hand point at 12. It called 4 o'clock. It called 4 o'clock. So in the hour part here, we'll draw 4. And we'll draw here the two eyes for 12. So in the minute part here will be 0 0. Okay. Okay, thank you for your good listening. See you next lesson.